You know, when everyone talks about Uber, they always say shit like, oh, it's scary, you're getting into the back of someone's car that you don't know. But in my honest opinion, I've always been kind of more paranoid for the person that's driving. Like, bro, like, I don't know why, but I have this tendency to always look in the backseat of my car when I get into it after work and shit. Like, I've seen way too many fucking movies of, like, Chucky and, like, just the killers being in the back of your car. And I don't know, to me, it just feels like you're more vulnerable when you're in the front seat because, you know, usually the people you're picking up are going to be in the back and your back's turned to them. So yeah, if you want me to be honest, I feel like the Uber driver has more risk than the Uber rider. And also, you're in your car and you don't know who the fuck's gonna come in your car, fuck it up. They probably have like mud on their fucking shoes. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of risk when you're being an Uber driver, you know. In my honest opinion, I'd never do a job like Uber. I'm just being honest with you. I'd never do that. I'd never do DoorDash. It's honestly because I'm not gonna like slave away and use a car going to like 1,000 places a day just to get paid like a shitty wage. Like, yeah, there's like exceptions when it comes to Uber and DoorDash. There's obviously gonna be people that make good ass money off it, but like that's the exception. I'd say most people make decent money. The job kind of revolves around luck, you know. You have to rely on tips a little bit. There's a lot of shitty like screenshots I've seen of like the people trying to charge them like $4 to drive like 15 miles, and it's like fucking nuts. I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. And I look at it this way, like obviously there's people that do make hella money. It depends on your area, but why the fuck would I want to work at Uber, risking my car, you know, putting like an average of like, I don't know, how much do people usually put on their car in a day? 150 miles because of Uber, just driving around constantly. You know, put miles on your car, spend all this money on gas, and then the company you work for, you have no like strings attached. They can just fucking dispose of you like nothing. I don't know, to me it's not my ideal job. But let's say I was doing it, you know, I'd be looking at whoever's coming in my car, or I'd like look at them first, and if they don't look like someone trustworthy, I would just fucking drive off, bro. Like, yeah, obviously there's like stories of the Uber riders get into an Uber car and it's like some serial rapist. Like, yeah, it happens, but like, let's be honest, dude, it's more risk when it comes to the person that's driving. You're using your car, you don't know if it's gonna be someone coming in your car that's gonna like rob you. And yeah, it's a weird job, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, it's a useful thing, it's a useful app, I'm not gonna lie. Before I had a car and I knew how to drive, I'd use Uber to get to my first job. But I don't know, to me it's just not my sort of thing, you know. Would I either make like $500 a week with Uber and have to spend like $100 a week on gas, or would I either work at just a job where I can drive there, park my car, and only spend $20 a week on gas and make the same amount? I don't know, that's just my look on it, you know what I mean? Obviously there's people that make like hella bank off Uber, and I respect it, but you know, everyone's situation is different. Uber is kind of just like a glorified hitchhiker getting picked up type thing. You guys know, like when people put their thumbs up and you offer them a ride and all that bullshit. It's kind of the same thing, but just with the money involved. That's how I see it. I'm just a dumbass though. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 3 entitled young women going into an Uber car, thinking they are entitled and thinking that they don't gotta follow rules. You know, the guy's one simple rule is for them to put on a mask, and then they threw a fit. One thing led to another. The girls didn't want to put on a mask. He asked them to get out his car, and they ended up assaulting him. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about the science behind masks, but it's his cars, so it's his rules. Either you like it or you don't. You know, a lot of people use the argument, well, I'm paying for the ride. That doesn't mean you own the fucking car. You buy a taco at a taco shop, you don't own the fucking taco shop. It's still his car at the end of the day. The girl on the right did most of the assaulting. The girl on the left is pretty much just as guilty too. Fuck that. Even the girl in the middle is pretty bad. She kind of just sat there while her friends made fools out of themselves. I don't see any of them as innocent. But the girl on the right, I found her Instagram, and she's one of those stuck-up bitches that thinks everything's about money. Probably shit she probably didn't even earn. She probably like sucked a wiener to get all of that. Ain't none of my business though. But usually when people make their whole lives about Gucci, they're usually not the best people in the world. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Gucci and all that designer shit, I fuck with it. But when you make that your whole personality, you're probably just a bitch. And let's be honest, she doesn't look like the greatest of people. She looks stuck up. She looks like she thinks her shit doesn't stink. Bruh. You know, usually I don't judge off looks, but you know, I just felt like putting that out there. But anyways, let's get right into the cringe. What did she just say? She out here saying the N-word and she ain't even black. Bro, she needs to be canceled immediately. Like, no joke. That's not even funny. I got corona. Yeah,
fuck you too.
Hey, hey.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Don't touch my property.
I love how they straight out assault him, yank his mask off his face, take his phone, and then act all surprised whenever he retaliates.
Now you about to get beat the fuck up. Yeah, now you about to get beat the fuck up. Now you about to get beat the fuck up. What's that?
You don't touch my property. You don't buy it. You don't buy it. I bought it. I work hard for it.
You're not in the middle of nowhere.
So
what's up?
Yo, like, I'm not trying to be that guy. I don't really believe in violence. I'm not really that much of a fighter. But, like, they're kind of lucky that they got this guy to a certain extent. Because, if I'm going to be honest with you, anyone can sign up a fucking Uber. I know crackheads that do Uber. I know people that have done some pretty fucked up shit that do Uber. And all I'm going to say is, they lucky they didn't get some type of other man, bro. Because I know so many fucking people that would have woke up Chris Breezy, bro. This shit is fucking nuts how disrespectful these girls are.
So, did it like this?
You can take us out in the middle of the fucking thing? Are you stupid? I really have to like do something.
Did I told you to get out in the gas station? You didn't.
You see how they're bitching about being dropped off in the middle of the street? Well, when you act like a fucking idiot, you belong to the streets. All three of these girls belong to the streets. So just get the fuck out the car. And remember that this all could have been avoided if you just put on a mask. Just imagine. Are you that full of yourself to the point where you let it get to this point? And it actually escalated to this, not only because of the mask, but because these girls were giving him racial remarks and saying some fucked up shit. And I believe him 100%, even though there's no proof in that. I believe he started to record right when it started to get really bad, because this man has no reason to lie, and because there's so much proof that this lady is such a bitch on the right. Like, dude, there's so many other videos of this lady acting like this to the point where it's kind of crazy, and I'm gonna show you guys. But before I do that, I do want to say that this lady ended up posting her side of the story, talking about there's two sides of every story, and calling the guy a clout chaser, thinking that he wanted clout. And all I'm gonna say is, ain't no one gonna go drive their car around, waste their fucking gas just to pick up people to argue with them. You obviously provoked him, and you know, she posted her side of the story and her perspective in video form, and honestly it just makes her look just as shitty.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I just recorded everything you said. I'm gonna give you a great review. I'm not gonna. You should have said that before we got in the car. That's crazy. You should have said that before we got in the car.
I'm gonna end this ride. I don't want to do a drive like this.
It's fine. We're staying in.
You can't stay. I'm going home.
Okay.
You're gonna get me irritated.
You see how they bitched about him, dropping him off in the middle of the street. Well, guess what? Before he went to the street in the highway, he offered to drop them off at the gas station, and they still didn't get the fuck out the car, and they claimed that he was the one trying to make problems. Like, just get the fuck out of his car. You obviously wanted problems.
I'm going home.
You going home?
If you don't get out.
Okay, cool. You gonna kidnap us?
No, you're free to get out. I have a camera right here.
We got one too. We already recording you.
I've been recording you since you started yelling at me for nothing.
Please. I don't want to drive.
You need to take us to our destination. We don't know where we're at. We're females.
I didn't take any money from you.
Like, what do you mean? We are not about to get out at a random gas station. We are young girls. What are you doing?
You see how she tries to play that, we're young girl card, like, we're so innocent and vulnerable, but then yeah, it does some bullshit like assaulting the fucking driver. If it was any other man, some other shit would have fucking happened. She obviously is not scared. She's obviously trying to fucking make problems. She's trying to play the victim card, but then yeah, acts bold as fuck, not even 10 minutes later assaulting him.
Where we're at, we're not even from here. You're not about to just drop us off. We don't know nobody here. Take us to our house where we paid for to go. We got a mess.
Trip anymore. It is canceled.
Okay, well that sucks for you because
yes, I told you I requested another one, but you're gonna wait until it comes, or else we're going with you home. Period. And you don't want me to know where you live.
You don't want me to know where you live? This is the same bitch that was saying that we're young girls. These girls were the same ones talking about we're vulnerable. Well, we don't want to be dropped off at a gas station. But then yet are given fucking threats. And let's be honest, Los Angeles isn't the greatest of places. Yes, there's crime. But you're in the middle of the fucking daylight. Just get the fuck out the car. 5 minutes for an Uber to come. Ain't no one gonna do shit to you. Like, what are the chances? Let's be honest. Like, I'd understand if it was like the fucking pitch black at night, but it's not. And honestly, even at that time, I'd still get your ass out my car. I would fucking drag you if I had to.
I'm confirming it last time. I'm going home. You are free to get out of my car.
Why? We just not here. We just ordered another Uber.
To get out of my car. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. I'm going home. I'm confirming it.
You're not confirming anything. You're not taking us. Look at this. This is what I'm trying to show you.
If you want to get inside my car, stay inside. I'm going home.
We just said we're waiting for our Uber. We just called the Uber.
You get out and wait.
No, you're not about to let girls get out where we are.
Okay, I'm going home.
Okay, go home. Watch.
I don't care.
Yeah, no, for real, take us home. I want him to take us home. I got some. Right. Ordered an Uber. Like you couldn't have waited 2 minutes to get us in an Uber.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes at the gas station, you dumb hoe.
We're coming in 1 minute.
Fucking dumbass, bro. I'm not getting out in. I don't know.
You're not getting out here. I'm gonna stop in the freeway, middle of the freeway.
Okay, I'm gonna beat your ass.
And after those series of clips, that's when she assaulted him. And then after the whole thing went viral, she made herself look even more stupid by going live on Instagram.
My boyfriend taught me.
Fuck your boyfriend.
He taught me don't let nobody play with you. Smack the fuck out them. That's what I was taught. So if y'all boyfriends told y'all to let this Uber let y'all get out the car and get robbed or whatever the fuck would have happened, now that's on y'all. Hell no. And he lucky as hell I ain't have nothing on me on mamas, because if he would have played with me, bruh.
Notice how she's trying to play that hard from the streets gangsta persona, talking about something if I had something on me. Man, if you about that fucking life, get out the fucking car. You shouldn't be scared of being robbed.
It would have been a whole different story. For real. You not about to kick me out on the freeway. Everybody I know, 75% of people I know would have smacked the shit out of him or done some crazy ass off the wall shit.
Well, 75% of people you know are fucking idiots. And I'm gonna be honest, anyone that even chooses to be associated with you is probably just as fucking stupid. Like, who can even put up with someone like you? You're like so obnoxious. It's not even funny. Just how you act and how you talk.
All I did was take his mask off and cough a little bit. But I ain't even have corona, so at the end of the day.
Let me rip your fake ass eyelashes off then. You don't be taking shit off people's face.
Okay, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was disrespectful as fuck. I'm dead ass wrong for that, but it could have been avoided. Period, point blank. It could.
Period, point blank. That right there destroys any rebuttal to that argument. And yeah, it could have been avoided if you just put on a mask and weren't so disrespectful. So as we all see, these girls assaulted an Uber driver, pepper sprayed him. They didn't pepper spray him exactly, but they put pepper spray on his car. They ripped his mask off his face, snatched his phone, hit him, and then tried to play the victim card. And you know, there's so much more proof that this girl on the right is such a fucking piece of work. You know how you find those fries at the bottom of the bag after you're done eating? What I'm about to show you is like just the cherry on top.
Ignore it. It's cold in here. You won't even cut the heater on. A little more. Cold in here. Dang.
No AC, nigga. No.
Cut it
We're
off.
paying. You're not. No. No.
We're paying
no.
you.
Go.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, why are these girls so fucking entitled? You don't own the car just because you paid a measly fee. You didn't put the thousands of dollars into that car. Like, damn, dude, it's so cringy how entitled these girls are. This ain't no fucking limousine ride. You're paying for an Uber. Show me where in the terms and agreements where it says that you get to pick the fucking AC, where you can pick the radio station. It don't say any of that bullshit. You're paying for a ride. Nothing more, nothing less.
You don't need to put both the windows down. Now you got me hella fucking mad. What the fuck is you doing?
Lee, I don't want to argue with you. Lee.
Don't touch me.
Why you mad?
It's so sad that they can get away with acting like this. It's honestly just kind of fucking pitiful. It actually kind of depresses me that people act like this.
People really take their job too fucking serious. Like, do you even get paid enough to be this annoying? Like, bitch, I asked you, can I use the fucking restroom? Come on, we don't got public restrooms. This is a public fucking place, bitch. I don't give a fuck if it's Corona or not. So now I gotta fuck.
You know, right when I seen this, I knew this lady was pretty fucking stupid. Yes, when you're at a restaurant, you're amongst the public. Yes, you're in a public area, but it's privately owned. The government is not fucking paying for that restaurant to be open. Your taxes is not paying for that place to be open. So therefore, it's not public property. So I don't know what she was trying to say by that. You know, that right there kind of hinted that this lady isn't that smart by any means. There's not one damn restaurant on this earth that is fucking public property. I'm sorry to let you know. Someone can kick you out of the restaurant. It's not public property. I don't know who told you that. Why would I let someone take a fast shit in my bathroom to my restaurant if you're not buying anything? Like, shit, go to the Gucci store. You're a regular there. You can go fucking use that bathroom. Problem solved.
And I'm gonna piss on y'all property. Cause bitch, I don't give a fuck. And when I ask for the fucking manager, bitch, bring the fucking manager before I beat your fucking ass. Ooh, she's so lucky that bitch was so fucking old. I swear to God. Fuck the circa. And that's on my mama and yo dumbass bitch. I should spit on your fucking car, bitch. The fuck? Bitch, you see me? I'm not in a fucking good mood. All you motherfuckers is broke as fucking yo Volkswagen, bitch.
So, just because someone drives a Volkswagen, they're a fucking broke bitch. Sorry that not everyone's a self-absorbed piece of shit that thinks everything's about money. Sorry that not everyone's fucking buying a Cadillac and BMW and spending every cent they have on fucking Gucci. Not everyone's a materialistic piece of poo like you. Alright, so as you've seen, she got kicked out of the restaurant because she didn't buy anything and she was trying to use the bathroom. And, you know, any mature person, you know, they probably would have tried to go to another restaurant, some other place, and try to use the bathroom. And guess what she does?
So now,
Bruh.
I'm pissing on your shit.
Bruh.
Cause y'all wanna have a bitch fucked up.
Bruh. Bruh.
You know what they say, money does not buy class. This girl's like honestly the definition of ratchet. I don't give a fuck how many designer bags you have. As you can see, she constantly has problems with people just trying to do their jobs. Uber drivers, people at restaurants, not a good person by any means. She's pissing in a parking lot just because a restaurant doesn't want to let her use the bathroom. Let that sink in.
Fucking stupid ass Uber, bruh. Oh, mamas. That's why I take Lyft.
Oh my God!